puddles.
It is raining today, so Peppa and George cannot play outside.
Daddy, it stopped raining. Can we go out to play?
Ha ha! All right. Run along, you two.
Peppa loves jumping in muddy puddles.
I love muddy puddles.
Peppa, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Sorry, Mummy.
George likes to jump in muddy puddles too.
George, if you jump in muddy puddles, you must wear your boots.
Peppa likes to look after her little brother, George.
George, let's find some more puddles.
Peppa and George are having a lot of fun. Peppa has found a little puddle. George has found a big puddle.
Look, George. There's a really big puddle.
George wants to jump into the big puddle first.
Stop, George. I must check if it's safe for you. Good. It is safe for you. Sorry, George. It's only bad.
Peppa and George love jumping in muddy puddles.
Come on, George. Let's go and show Daddy.
Goodness me.
Daddy, guess what we've been doing?
Let me think. Have you been watching television?
No, Daddy.
Have you just had a bath?
No.
I know. You've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Yes, Daddy. We've been jumping in muddy puddles.
Ho, ho. And look at the mess you're in.
Ooh.
Oh, well. It's only mud. Let's clean up quickly before Mummy sees the mess.
Daddy, when we've cleaned up, will you and Mummy come and play too?
Yes, we can all play in the garden.
Peppa and George are wearing their boots. Mummy and Daddy are wearing their boots. Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Oh, Daddy Pig, look at the mess you're in.
It's only mud. Bicycles!
It is a lovely sunny day, and Peppa and George are riding their bicycles.
That's a fine pumpkin, Daddy Pig.
Daddy Pig is very proud of his pumpkin.
Pumpkins are the only thing I can grow. Probably because I love pumpkin pie.
Come on, George. Danny, Susie, Rebecca.
Peppa and her friends Danny Dog, Susie Sheep and Rebecca Rabbit are riding their bicycles. George is riding his tricycle.
He's going so slowly. Let's race to Daddy Pig's pumpkin. If we race to Daddy's pumpkin, we have to be very careful not to bump into it. Daddy would be very sad if the pumpkin got broken. Don't worry, Peppa. Race you!
Peppa and her friends are racing to Daddy Pig's pumpkin.
Hey, watch out for my pumpkin.
Hooray!
Peppa, look out! Daddy's pumpkin!
Ah! Sorry, Daddy. Look at George, he's going so slowly. George is still riding a baby bike. Yours is a baby bike too, Peppa. You've still got stabilisers. I can ride without my stabilisers. Me too. And me. Let's ride up the hill again. Are you coming, Peppa? No, I think I'll stay here. See you later. Bye.
Peppa wishes she did not have stabilisers on her bicycle.
Daddy, I don't want stabilisers anymore.
Do you think you can ride without them?
Yes!
All right, Peppa. Let's take them off.
Daddy Pig is taking the stabilisers off Peppa's bicycle.
Are you sure you want to ride without stabilisers?
Yes!
You've never done it before.
I can do it. I can. It's not funny.
Riding without stabilisers is not easy.
Would you like some help, Peppa?
Yes, please, Daddy.
All right. Ready, steady, go!
Don't let go, Daddy.
Don't worry, I've got you.
You're doing really well, Peppa.
Hold on, Daddy.
Just keep pedaling.
Peppa is riding on her own, without stabilisers.
Daddy, you let go.
You've been cycling on your own for ages.
Have I?
You're really very good at it.
Am I? Oh, I can do it. Look at me. I can ride my bike properly. Daddy, Susie, Rebecca, look! I don't need my stabilisers anymore. Look at me! Hooray! Race you to Daddy's pumpkin!
Peppa, look out! My pumpkin!
I'm going to win!
Peppa isn't looking where she is going. Oh dear. Peppa has squashed Daddy Pig's pumpkin.
Sorry I squashed your pumpkin, Daddy.
Never mind the pumpkin. The important thing is that you are okay. In future, you really must look where you are going.
I promise I will, Daddy.
Good. Anyway, now the pumpkin is broken, I can make it into pumpkin pie.
I love pumpkin pie!
And because Daddy Pig's pumpkin is so big, there will be enough pumpkin pie for everyone.
Hooray! The new car.
Today, Peppa and her family are going for a drive in their red car.
Shall we have the roof down?
Yes, please.
Peppa and George love their car.
Is everybody ready?
Ready?
Then let's go!
I love our car.
And our car loves us too, don't you?
Oh dear, the car does not sound very well.
What's wrong, Daddy?
I don't know.
Let's take it to Grandad Dog's garage. He can fix it.
That's a good idea, Mummy Pig.
Grandad Dog runs the garage. He is very good at mending cars.
Oh dear, Daddy Pig. Your car does not sound very well.
Can you fix it, please, Grandad Dog?
Yes, but it will take all day.
Oh.
We wanted to go for a drive in our car.
Don't worry, you can borrow this new car while I fix yours.
Hooray!
Thank you, Grandad Dog.
Would you like the roof down?
Yes, please.
I'll just press this red button.
What a clever car.
Wow.
When you come back, I will have fixed your car.
Thank you, Grandad Dog. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Peppa and her family like the new blue car.
There are so many buttons in this new car.
What does the green button do, Daddy?
Let's see.
Magic windows! Daddy, make the magic windows go down. What does the blue button do?
I don't know. Let's see. Ah!
I love this new car. Can we keep it?
No, we can't keep it, Peppa. We've only borrowed it for today.
Oh?
Oh, no. I think it's going to rain.
Yes, I'll just put the roof up. Now, which is the button to close the roof? Oops, silly me. Aha! This must be the button. Ah!
The new car has squirted Daddy Pig with water.
Silly Daddy, that's not the roof.
This button. Oops, not that one. This button.
Daddy Pig has forgotten which button closes the roof.
I don't think this car likes me.
Let's try the red button. Hooray!
Hey!
But now it's stopped raining.
Can we open the roof again?
Yes. Which button was it?
The red one. Hooray!
Grandad Dog has fixed the car.
Your car is fixed.
Hooray!
Thank you, Grandad Dog. And keep the change.
Thank you, Daddy Pig. Goodbye.
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 Bye-bye.
Ah, it's good to get our old car back again.
I like the new car, but I like our old car better.
And I think our old car likes us too. Don't you?
No.
Peppa and George are very excited today. It is snowing outside.
Mummy, can we go and play in the snow?
Yes, but it's very cold outside, so you must wrap up warm.
Hooray!
And don't forget to wear your hats and scarves and gloves.
It is very cold outside. Peppa and George must wear their hats and scarves and gloves.
Come on, George.
Peppa and George are making footprints in the snow. Peppa and George love making footprints in the snow. Oh dear.
It's not funny. George, let's play snowballs.
Peppa has made a snowball. Peppa and George are having a lot of fun.
George, George, come back, you little piggy.
Oh dear, maybe this game is getting a little too rough.
Sorry, George. George, let's build a snowman.
Peppa and George are making a snowman. First they make the body.
George, this is the snowman's body.
Now they make the snowman's head.
Now he needs arms and eyes and a mouth.
George has found some sticks for the snowman's arms. Peppa has found some stones for the snowman's eyes and mouth.
This is his face. Now the snowman needs a nose.
Peppa has got a carrot to make the snowman's nose. The snowman looks very happy, but maybe he is a bit cold.
The snowman needs some clothes to keep it warm.
George has found some clothes to keep the snowman nice and warm. The snowman is wearing his hat and scarf and gloves.
Mummy, Daddy, come and look.
Mummy Pig is wearing her hat and scarf and gloves.
That is the best snowman I have ever seen.
Daddy Pig looks quite cold. He isn't wearing his hat and scarf and gloves.
Achoo!
Daddy, why aren't you wearing your hat and scarf and gloves?
I don't know where they are. I can't find them anywhere.
I think I know where Daddy's hat, scarf and gloves are.
Daddy Pig's hat and scarf and gloves are on the snowman.
Oh.
Flying a kite.
It is a bright sunny day. Peppa and her family are in the park. They are going to fly a kite. George is going to fly the kite first. George runs as fast as he can. But the kite won't fly.
George, you're doing it all wrong. You didn't run fast enough. Now it's my turn.
Peppa runs as fast as she can. But the kite still won't fly.
The kite won't fly if there isn't any wind, no matter how fast you run.
Oh.
We just have to wait until the wind picks up a bit.
Look! It's getting windy.
Now that it is windy, the kite can fly. The wind is quite strong now. The wind is very strong now.
George! Wow! Thank you, Daddy.
Daddy Pig flies the kite.
Hooray! Higher, higher.
Daddy Pig flies the kite very well.
Wow.
Yes, I am a bit of an expert at these things.
Watch out for the trees. You might get the kite stuck in one.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Oh dear, Daddy Pig has got the kite caught in a tree.
Oh no!
Oh.
Don't worry, George. Daddy will get the kite down.
Hooray!
Yes. Careful! There's a big muddy puddle.
Peppa and George love to jump in muddy puddles.
Can we jump in the puddle? Please?
No, I don't want you covered in mud.
Oh.
Stand back, children.
Please be careful, Daddy Pig.
I know what I'm doing.
Please be careful.
Just a bit further, Daddy.
Daddy Pig, you are much too heavy for that branch.
Nonsense! I know exactly how heavy I am. There.
Hooray!
Daddy Pig has rescued the kite. Oh dear, everyone is covered in mud.
It's only mud.
Luckily, Daddy Pig hasn't hurt himself. And the kite is out of the tree.
Hooray! Mummy, now that we're all muddy, can we jump in the puddle?
I suppose so. After all, you can't get any muddier. And I think Daddy Pig is going to be doing the washing.
Oh.
Peppa and George love jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Mummy and Daddy love jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Jumping up and down in muddy puddles is just as much fun as flying the kite.
My cousin Chloe.
Peppa and George are playing in the garden.
To me, George! You threw the ball too hard, George. So the rules say I win. Now it's my turn. I win again!
Peppa, George, today your big cousin Chloe is coming to visit.
Yippee! Cousin Chloe! George, Chloe's a big girl, like me. So don't be sad if she finds you too little to play with.
Oh, I'm sure Chloe will play with both of you.
Chloe's here.
Auntie Pig has brought Chloe to spend the day at Peppa's house. Chloe is Peppa and George's cousin. Chloe is a bit older than Peppa and George.
Hello, Chloe. Hello, Peppa. Hello, George.
See you later.
Do you want to play a game? Yes, let's play catch.
Peppa loves playing catch.
Do you still play catch? That's a game for little children. Oh, we only play catch because George likes it. OK, let's play it for George. Do you play it with the proper rules or the baby rules? Proper rules. I'll start. Peppa, you're it. Catch me if you can.
Peppa is it. She has to chase Chloe and George.
Can't catch me. George, I'm going to easily catch you. You're so little. That's not fair. You're helping George. That's because he's little. Do you want me to help you? No, I don't need help. I'm a big girl like you. Come on then, Peppa. Try and catch us. Can't catch us. Can't catch us. This is a silly game. Can we play something else? OK, I know a really good game for big children. It's called Sly Fox. Sly Fox? I want to play Sly Fox. What is it? One person is the sly fox, and the others creep up on them. Me! I want to be the sly fox.
Peppa is the sly fox. While her back is turned, the others creep up on her. But if Peppa turns and sees someone move, they have to go back to the start.
George, I saw you move. Back to the start. Got you. I win. You moved before I was ready. The rules say I can move when I like, don't they, George?
Now it's Chloe's turn to be the sly fox. Peppa and George must stay very still.
Ah! Peppa, I saw you move. Back to the start. It's not fair. You look too long. The rules say I can look as long as I want. Back to the start.
George is the winner.
Can we play a different game? Yes, but as long as it's a grown-up game. I know! Let's play my favourite game. It's very grown-up. George, do you know what Peppa's favourite game is?
Peppa's favourite game is jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
George, if you jump in puddles, you must wear your boots. I've brought some boots for you too, Chloe. I'm too grown up to jump in muddy puddles. Oh, so am I.
George loves jumping in muddy puddles. Secretly, Peppa would love to jump in the puddle, but she wants to look grown up.
I hear there's some puddle jumping going on.
Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig love jumping in muddy puddles.
It does look fun. Yes, it does. Maybe there's a rule that says big girls can jump in muddy puddles. Yes, that's a good rule. Race you! Race you!
Peppa and Chloe love jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Everyone loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. Even grown-up girls.
Mr. Dinosaur is lost.
George's favourite toy is Mr. Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
George loves Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr.
Sometimes George likes to scare Peppa with Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr. Too scary.
At supper time, Mr. Dinosaur sits next to George.
I beg your pardon? Was that you, George? Or was it Mr. Dinosaur?
Dinosaur.
At bath time, George shares his bath with Mr. Dinosaur.
Good night, Peppa.
Good night, Mummy.
Good night, George. And good night, Mr. Dinosaur.
Grrr.
When George goes to bed, Mr. Dinosaur is tucked up with him. George's favourite game is throwing Mr. Dinosaur up in the air
Whee!
and catching him when he falls back down.
Whee! Whee!
Peppa and Daddy Pig are playing drafts.
I win, Daddy!
Oh, well done, Peppa. George?
George, what's the matter?
I'm sore.
George, have you lost Mr. Dinosaur?
George has lost Mr. Dinosaur.
Don't worry, George. We'll find Mr. Dinosaur.
It's a job for a detective.
Daddy, what is a detective?
A detective is a very important person who is good at finding things.
Me! I'm good at finding things.
All right, Peppa is the detective.
George, I'm the detective. I will help you find Mr. Dinosaur.
Maybe the detective should ask George some simple questions.
George, where's Mr. Dinosaur?
George does not know where Mr. Dinosaur is.
The detective could try and guess where Mr. Dinosaur might be.
I know where he is. George always has Mr. Dinosaur with him in the bath. So Mr. Dinosaur is in the bath.
Mr. Dinosaur is not in the bath.
Oh. I know where Mr. Dinosaur is. George always has Mr. Dinosaur in his bed at night. See, that's where he is.
Mr. Dinosaur is not in George's bed.
Oh.
Maybe we should try the garden.
Yes, the garden. I was going to say that. Dinosaur.
Mr. Dinosaur is very hard to find.
Oh, Mr. Dinosaur isn't anywhere.
George, you do love to throw Mr. Dinosaur in the air. I wonder if this time you threw Mr. Dinosaur just a bit too high.
There he is! There he is! I saw him first!
Well done, Peppa. You really are a very good detective.
Dinosaur.
George is so happy to have Mr. Dinosaur back again.
Whee!
Maybe it isn't a good idea to play with dinosaurs near trees.
Dinosaur. Polly Parrot.
Peppa and her family are visiting Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig.
Granny Pig! Grandpa Pig! Granny Egg! Papa Egg!
Hello, my little ones. Come inside. We have a surprise.
What is it?
We have a new pet. Can you guess what it is?
Dinosaur?
No, it's not a dinosaur. Come and see.
Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig have a pet parrot.
Peppa, George, this is our pet parrot. She's called Polly. Pretty Polly.
Pretty Polly! Wow!
I am a clever parrot.
I'm a clever parrot! Mummy, why does Polly copy everything that Granny says?
That's what parrots do. I'll show you. Hello, Polly.
Hello, Polly!
What a sweet little parrot.
What a sweet little parrot!
Come on, everyone. Tea time. Peppa, George, come on. There's chocolate cake.
Coming, Granny.
Peppa and George love eating chocolate cake, but today they are in a hurry to get back and play with Polly Parrot.
Finished.
What noisy little ones you are.
Granny, please can we leave the table and go and see Polly Parrot?
Are you sure you've completely finished your cake? Off you go, then.
Hooray! George, say something to Polly.
George is a little bit shy.
Hello?
Peppa and George are really enjoying playing with Polly Parrot.
I'm Peppa Pig. I'm Peppa Pig. George, say something.
Peppa and George are pretending to be parrots.
I'm Polly Parrot.
Peppa is thinking of something else to say to Polly Parrot.
I'm a noisy parrot. I'm a noisy parrot.
Peppa, George, have you been playing with Polly?
Yes, Granny.
Polly is such a sweet parrot.
Yes, Granny.
I'm a clever parrot.
I'm a noisy parrot. I'm a noisy parrot.
Oh, my
Peppa is waiting for her best friend, Susie Sheep.
Hello, Susie. Hello, Peppa.
Susie Sheep has come to play with Peppa. Peppa loves Susie. Susie loves Peppa. They are best friends.
Peppa, why don't you and Susie go and play in your bedroom?
Yes, Mummy.
George wants to play too. Peppa and Susie love playing in Peppa's bedroom. So does George.
No, George. This game is just for big girls. Go and play with your own toys.
Peppa and Susie want to play on their own.
I'm a tiny little fairy princess. I'm going to wave my magic wand and turn you into a frog.
George doesn't like playing on his own. George wants to play too.
No, George. I'm playing with Susie. You have to play somewhere else.
George wants to play with Peppa. He feels a bit lonely.
George, I need some help. I'm making chocolate chip cookies. Someone needs to lick out the bowl.
George likes helping Mummy make cookies. But he likes playing with Peppa more.
I want to be a nurse. I want to be a doctor. But who's going to be the sick person? George!
Peppa and Susie love playing doctors and nurses. So does George. Peppa listens to George's chest.
Now, George, take a big breath in, then cough. I think your heart's a bit loose. How about a plaster on it? Open wide, please.
Susie takes George's temperature.
Oh dear, you're very, very hot. I think you have to stay in bed for 3 years.
Daddy Pig has come to find George.
Oh no! What's wrong with George?
Don't worry, Daddy, it's only a game. George is our patient.
Oh, I see. Can the patient have a visitor?
Just for a little while. He might get tired. Cookies!
Yes, they're for George. They're his medicine to make him feel better.
Excuse me, Doctor. Can you help me? I have a sore tummy. That tickles.
I can hear it rumbling. I think you're hungry, Daddy.
Then I think I need lots of cookies to make me better.
And me.
And me. And me. Hide and seek.
Peppa and George are playing hide and seek. It is George's turn to hide. He must quickly find somewhere to hide before Peppa finishes counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
George has found somewhere to hide.
9,
Just in time.
10. Ready or not, here I come.
Peppa has to find where George is hiding.
Found you!
Peppa has found George.
George, I could see you too easily.
Now it is Peppa's turn to hide.
1, 3.
I'll help George to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. OK, George, open your eyes.
George has to find where Peppa is hiding.
Oh.
Peppa isn't hiding under the table.
George, have you thought of looking upstairs?
Peppa isn't under the bed. What was that strange noise? Peppa isn't behind the curtain. There is that strange noise again. What can it be? George has found where Peppa was hiding.
George found me. Now it's Daddy's turn to hide.
Oh, I think George should have another turn.
But George isn't very good at hiding.
I'm sure he'll be better this time. Close your eyes and start counting.
1, 2,
Oh
3,
dear. Peppa will easily find
4,
George.
5,
George, come over here.
7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come. Oh. George isn't hiding under the table. But George always hides under the table.
Have you thought of looking upstairs?
I know where he is. George is in the toy basket. Oh.
George is not in the toy basket. Where can he be? Peppa cannot find George anywhere.
Daddy, I can't find George anywhere.
Oh dear. I wonder where he can be. Actually, I think there's something about George in this newspaper.
Whee! George! Found you!
Oh, George, that was a good place to hide.
George was hiding behind Daddy Pig's newspaper all the time.
The playgroup.
Peppa and George are going to the playgroup. It is George's first day.
George, are you looking forward to the playgroup?
Daddy, maybe George is too small to go to my playgroup.
He'll be fine, Peppa. There'll be you and Mr. Dinosaur there to keep him company.
Grrr, dinosaur. But I want to play with the big children, not George and his toy dinosaur.
Oh dear. Peppa doesn't want George to go to her playgroup.
We're here.
Daddy, are you sure George is big enough?
He'll be fine.
All right. He can come.
Bye-bye.
Madame Gazelle looks after the children at the playgroup.
little brother, George.
Hello, George.
Nay. I wish I had a little brother like George. Really? Hello, I'm Danny Dog. Is that a dinosaur? It's just a toy dinosaur. Grrr, dinosaur. Brilliant. Dinosaur. Grrr. Ah! Dinosaur. Grrr.
Ah, really scary.
That's brilliant. George is my brother. He's brilliant.
Peppa is proud of her little brother, George.
Shall we show George how we paint pictures?
George is not very good at painting.
Well, maybe you could help him.
Yes, I'm very good. I will show him how to paint a flower. George, today I'm going to teach you how to paint a flower. First you paint a big circle. No, George, that's the wrong colour. Now you paint the flower's petals. George, that's the wrong shape. Now you paint the stalk of the leaves. Perfect. George, you have done it all wrong.
Now what do we have here?
I've painted a flower.
That's very good, Peppa. And George has painted a dinosaur.
Grrr. Dinosaur. Brilliant.
I think George and Peppa's pictures should go on the wall.
Hooray!
Peppa, you must be very proud of your little brother.
Yes, I am.
It is home time, and the children's parents are here to pick them up.
Can George come next time?
Yes, and he can paint us another lovely picture. And what will you paint next time, George?
Dinosaur. Grrr.
Oh, another dinosaur picture? Well, maybe you can show us all how to paint a dinosaur.
Brilliant. Yes, brilliant. Brilliant. Mummy Pig at work.
Mummy Pig is working on her computer. Daddy Pig is making soup for lunch.
Daddy, can we go and watch Mummy on her computer?
Yes, as long as you don't disturb her. She has a lot of important work to do today.
Thank you, Daddy.
Mummy Pig has a lot of important work to do.
Mummy, can George and I sit on your lap and watch you work?
Yes, if you both sit quietly.
Peppa and George love to watch Mummy work on the computer.
Mummy, can we play that computer game, Happy Mrs. Chicken?
We can play Happy Mrs. Chicken later, but now I have to work.
Mummy, can we help you work?
No, Peppa, you mustn't touch the computer. And George, you mustn't touch the computer either.
Yes, George, you mustn't do this.
Peppa, stop!
Sorry, Mummy. I was just showing George what not to do.
Oh dear, the computer is not meant to do that.
Daddy Pig! Daddy Pig!
What is it, Mummy Pig?
Daddy Pig, can you mend the computer? I'll finish the lunch while you mend the computer.
Right you are, Mummy Pig, but I'm not very good with these things.
Oh, thank you, Daddy Pig.
Daddy Pig is going to mend the computer.
Maybe if I just switch it off and then switch it on again.
Daddy Pig has mended the computer.
Hooray, Daddy!
Yes, I am a bit of an expert at these things.
Daddy, can we play that computer game, Happy Mrs. Chicken?
Maybe you should ask Mummy Pig.
Mummy said that we could play it later.
Well, that's okay then. But I don't know where the disc is.
Yippee! Now it's my turn.
Now it's my turn.
What on earth is going on? Well, I see the computer is working again.
Camping.
Peppa and her family are going camping.
I love camping. We're here. Peppa, George, this is the tent I had when I was a little boy.
Daddy, how are you going to make that into a tent?
Don't worry, Peppa. I'm an expert at camping. Mummy Pig, put the tent on the poles, please. That's it. Easy as pie. Oh.
Do these pegs do anything?
Of course. I forgot about the pegs.
The pegs hold the tent up.
There.
The tent is a bit little.
It was big enough for me when I was a boy, but it does look a bit small now.
That's because you've grown a bit since you were a boy, Daddy Pig.
And your tummy has grown the most of all.
Oh, talking of tummies, we should cook supper.
Yes.
First, we have to collect sticks to make a fire.
Yippee!
Peppa and George are helping Daddy Pig collect sticks for the campfire.
George, I'll pick up the sticks and you can carry them. Collecting sticks is fun.
Good. That's enough sticks. That's a splendid campfire. Now I'll light it.
Here are the matches.
Oh, we don't need matches.
Daddy, how can you light it without matches?
I'm going to make fire the old way, by simply rubbing these two sticks together.
Daddy Pig is rubbing the two sticks together to light the campfire.
Where is the fire, Daddy?
Nearly there.
Hooray!
Easy as pie.
Now we can heat up the tomato soup.
Ah, listen to the sounds of nature.
What is that sound?
That is the sound of crickets chirping.
What is that?
That's an owl. Look, there it is.
Wow! And what's that noise?
Oh, I'm not sure.
It's Daddy's tummy.
My tummy rumbling is one of the best sounds of nature. It means it's time to eat.
I love tomato soup.
So do I.
Oh, there's another one of Daddy Pig's sounds of nature.
What?
Come on, children, into the tent. It's bedtime.
We won't all fit in. The tent is too little.
It will be fine. In you go. Move further in, Mummy Pig.
Daddy, you're too big for the tent.
Never mind. I'd rather sleep outside anyway.
Good night, Daddy Pig.
Good night, Daddy. Night-night.
Good night, everyone.
Mummy Pig, Peppa and George are sleeping in the tent. Daddy Pig is sleeping outside, under the stars.
Ah, I love camping. Sleeping in the open air with the stars above me. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all.
It is morning.
Daddy, it was lovely and cosy in the tent. Oh, where's Daddy?
Daddy Pig has gone.
Poor Daddy Pig. He must have been cold and wet. And now where is he? What's that sound?
It sounds like snoring. Daddy Pig.
What?
Daddy, you're safe.
Of course I'm safe. I'm an expert at camping. I slept in the car.
Silly Daddy.
I love camping.
Gardening.
Peppa and George are playing at Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig's house.
Grandpa, catch!
Catch! What's this?
Dinosaur.
A dinosaur?
Grandpa, what are you doing?
I'm planting these seeds.
Seeds? What do seeds do?
Seeds grow into plants. I just make a little hole and put the seed in. Then I cover it with earth and water it. Everything in my garden grows from tiny seeds like these.
Even the big apple tree?
Oh, yes. This tiny seed will grow into a little apple tree, like this.
Ooh!
And that little apple tree will grow into a big apple tree, like this. Ouch! And inside this apple are more seeds.
To make more apple trees.
Exactly.
Grandpa! I want to plant a seed.
Would you like to plant a strawberry seed?
Yes, please.
This seed will grow into a lovely strawberry plant. First, make a little hole.
Then I put the seed in and cover it with earth.
Shall I water it for you?
No. I want to water it.
Good. Now we wait for it to grow.
Peppa and George are waiting for the seed to grow.
It's not doing anything.
You'll have to be patient, Peppa. It will take a long time to grow.
Peppa, George, it's time to go home.
But we're waiting for my strawberry plant to grow. I wanted strawberries for tea.
Don't worry, Peppa. Next time you come, the seed will have grown into a plant.
I will have strawberries.
Yes.
Come on, Peppa.
Bye-bye, Grandpa. Bye-bye, strawberry.
Grandpa Pig looks after Peppa's strawberry plant. After many days, Grandpa Pig finds a tiny plant growing. Day by day, the plant grows bigger and bigger. Then one day, Grandpa Pig finds something very special.
Strawberries.
Grandpa, we're back.
Peppa and George have come to play again.
Grandpa, did my plant grow?
Yes. Look.
Ooh. Strawberries. Thank you, Grandpa. Grandpa, can we plant something else?
Yes. Now it's George's turn to choose.
Yes, you choose, George. Choose a carrot. Grandpa, I think George wants to grow a carrot.
George, would you like to grow a carrot?
No.
What would you like to grow?
George has thought of something he wants to grow.
Dinosaur.
George wants to grow a dinosaur tree.
Silly George. Dinosaurs don't grow on trees. Dinosaur. Daddy loses his glasses.
Daddy Pig wears glasses. He needs to wear glasses to see clearly. When Daddy Pig wears his glasses, everything looks fine. But when Daddy Pig takes his glasses off, he can't see things clearly. Everything looks a bit soft and fuzzy. So it is very important that Daddy Pig knows where his glasses are. Sometimes Daddy Pig loses his glasses.
Peppa, George, have you seen Daddy Pig's glasses? He can't find them anywhere.
No, Mummy.
Peppa and George do not know where Daddy Pig's glasses are.
Oh dear. Daddy Pig cannot see a thing without them, and it makes him very grumpy.
Without his glasses on, Daddy Pig cannot read his newspaper.
This is ridiculous. I can't see anything. Somebody must have put my glasses somewhere.
Do you remember where you last put them, Daddy Pig?
When I don't wear them, I always put them in my pocket. But they aren't there now.
Daddy, can we help find your glasses?
Good idea, Peppa. If you find them, Daddy will stop being so grumpy.
I'm not grumpy.
Peppa and George are looking for Daddy's glasses. Peppa looks under the newspaper, but Daddy Pig's glasses are not there.
Oh.
George looks on top of the television, but Daddy Pig's glasses are not there.
Oh. Let's look upstairs in Mummy and Daddy's bedroom.
Peppa and George are looking in Mummy and Daddy Pig's bedroom.
George, be careful not to knock anything over. Ah! It's not funny.
Peppa looks under the pillows, but Daddy Pig's glasses are not there.
Oh.
George looks in Daddy's slippers, but the glasses are not there either.
Let's look in the bathroom.
Peppa and George are looking in the bathroom. The glasses are not in the bath.
Oh.
The glasses are not in the toilet.
Oh. It's too difficult.
Peppa and George cannot find Daddy Pig's glasses anywhere.
We've looked looked everywhere, but we can't find Daddy's glasses.
Oh dear. Now what can we do?
I suppose I'll just have to learn to do without them. If I move slowly, I won't bump into things.
There they are! Daddy's glasses!
Daddy Pig, you were sitting on them all the time.
Oh.
Silly Daddy.
I don't know how they got there.
I wonder how. Well, you may have been a bit silly, Daddy Pig, but at least you're not grumpy anymore.
I was not grumpy.